Have you ever felt exhausted for like no reason? Like your energy is just being drained, your emotions are all over the place, or you just can't shake off this sense of heaviness? Well, what if I told you it might not be stress? It could actually be a psychic attack. Now, most people think of psychic attacks as something out of a horror movie, but the truth is that they happen more often than we think. So, whether it's intentional or unintentional, negative energy can attach to you, it can drain you, and it can even influence your emotions and your thoughts. But the good news is that you don't have to be powerless, because today we're diving into what psychic attacks actually are, the signs and symptoms to watch out for, and most importantly, how to protect yourself and to fight back. Let's get started. Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Emma Louise Dyson. You're watching The Wild and Untamed Way, where we explore shamanic witchcraft, earth medicine, and living in harmony with the changing of the seasons and the wheel of the year. And today we are talking about something that every witch, every energy worker needs to know: psychic attack. So, what are psychic attacks? How do you recognize the signs? And most importantly, how do you protect yourself? Well, psychic attacks aren't just some over the top Hollywood style curse things. They can actually be really subtle. They can be actually unintentional or even self-inflicted. But what they can do is leave you feeling drained and blocked or completely out of alignment. And if you don't know what's happening, you can end up really stuck in this cycle of exhaustion and fear and energetic chaos without realizing why. The good news is you are not powerless when it comes to psychic attack. Once you understand how they work, you can defend yourself, you can reclaim your energy, and you can stop them in their tracks. So if you've ever felt like something was just a bit off in your energy, but you couldn't quite explain why, keep watching, because this might be exactly what you need to hear. And before we dive in, if you love exploring deep magic, energy work, protection techniques, then make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss on what's coming next, because the next couple of months worth of content is pretty awesome, even if I say so myself. So, what exactly is psychic attack? A lot of people hear the term and they immediately think of curses and hexes or someone intentionally sending them bad energy. And while that can absolutely happen, psychic attacks aren't always that obvious. They're not always intentional either. If you kind of want to learn a bit more about curses and hexes and jinxes, I've created a whole video on that. We're not going to go through it in this particular video, but I will link the other one below for you. So at its core, a psychic attack is an energetic intrusion, and it is when someone else's energy, whether through thought, emotion, or direct intention, interferes with your own. And this can happen a lot in a lot of different ways as well. But the key thing to understand is that not all psychic attacks are actually malicious. Some are intentional, but many happen without the other person even realizing what they are doing. So there are three main types of psychic attacks that you need to be aware of. The first one is intentional psychic attack, right? This is when someone is deliberately directing negative energy towards you. It could be through spell work, it could be through focused intent, it could even be through something like prolonged hatred or jealousy or resentment. And this kind of energy can act like a psychic weapon. It cuts into our energy fields and it causes us all kinds of disruption. Then we've got the second type. This is unintentional psychic attack. And this one is actually more common and often comes from people who are emotionally volatile or toxic, or maybe they're, energetically draining. I'm sure we all know that one person, right? And we feel like we need to have a wash and a lie down and a bath after we've been with them, right? They leave you feeling completely exhausted after every single interaction. Energy vampires, right? So maybe they're not intentionally trying to harm you, but their own energy is chaotic, it's overwhelming, and then it latches onto yours, especially if you are an empath like me. Energy vampires, people who project their emotions onto others, or those who are in their own emotional distress, right? They can unknowingly drain your energy and create an unintentional psychic attack. And then the third one, final one, comes from environments. So this is environmental psychic attack. So this can come from places or objects or lingering energy that is built up over time. Have you ever walked into a space and you just felt this like instant heaviness, as if something was just pressing down on you? Or maybe you've picked up an object and you've carried it and it's got this like unsettling vibe. I go to antique shops quite a lot. I love an antique haul, and I'll pick up something and I'll put it down and I kind of do this with my fingers just to release that excess energy, because we can feel that, right? So psychic imprints can cling to places, they can cling to things, they can affect your energy the moment that you come into contact with them. So the most important thing to remember is this: psychic attacks, whether they're intentional or not, can really deeply impact our emotional, our physical, and our spiritual well-being as well. But once we know the signs, we can then take back our control and we can protect ourselves. So let's talk about how to recognize when you are actually under a psychic attack. So psychic attacks can show up in lots of different ways. And if you don't know what to look for, you might just write them off as stress or exhaustion or just like having a crappy day. But when these symptoms keep happening, especially after specific interactions in certain places or during key moments in your life, it's a sign that something deeper is going on. So let's have a look at some of the symptoms. We'll start with the physical symptoms. If you're experiencing unexplained, not medical, unexplained fatigue, headaches, dizziness, nausea, random body aches that don't seem to have any kind of medical cause, you might be dealing with an energy imbalance. Some people even report feeling sudden temperature shifts, like a cold chill running through them, or a heaviness that is pressing down on their chest. Always consult a medical professional, obviously. But if it doesn't feel like it's medical, that could be physical symptoms. Then there are the emotional symptoms. If you find yourself suddenly overwhelmed with fear, paranoia, mood swings, deep sadness that comes out of nowhere, pay attention to that as well, because psychic attacks can also create emotional instability. They can make you feel disconnected from yourself, or like you're carrying somebody else's emotions. Don't know if you just heard that, but my cat just jumped onto the desk. If you ever have had an argument with somebody, right, you've probably experienced this. Later, you felt that their anger is still lingering in your body long after the conversation has ended. And that is also a form of psychic influence. But some of the most intense signs of psychic attack happen on a spiritual and an energetic level. So if you've been having vivid nightmares, right? If you've been feeling watched when there's nobody there, or experiencing sudden intrusive thoughts that don't feel like they're your own, these can all be indicators that your energy field is being attacked. And other signs can include struggling to connect with your intuition, no longer being able to visualize and see things in your mind's eye, feeling blocked in your spiritual practice, or even sensing this like invisible weight that's holding you back. So how do you know if what you're experiencing is really a psychic attack, or it's just stress or burnout or subconscious fears? Well, the key is pattern recognition. So if these symptoms happen once or twice, they might just be random fluctuations in your energy, right? But if they happen repeatedly, especially after interacting with specific people, visiting certain places, or engaging in particular activities, that's when you need to take it a bit more seriously. Psychic attacks don't always come with flashy warning signs. They can be subtle, kind of creeping in slowly over time. And that's why awareness is your first line of defense. So when you can recognize the symptoms, you can actually stop the attack before it starts to really take hold. So let's talk about what you can actually do to protect yourself and also to fight back. So when it comes to psychic defense, there are two approaches. The first one, proactive protection. The second one, active defense. So proactive protection, this is about strengthening your energy field so that you're not an easy target in the first place. And active defense is what you do when you know an attack is already happening and you need to just clear it fast. So let's start with proactive protection. If your energy is strong, if you are grounded, if you are shielded, most psychic attacks won't even touch you, right? So think of it like locking your doors at night, right? You don't wait for someone to break into your house before you secure your home, right? You do it before anything happens. And the same goes for your spiritual and your energetic boundaries. So one of the best ways that you can do this is to strengthen your aura. So your aura, your energetic field, is your energetic armor. And if it's weak, if it's full of holes from stress or trauma or lack of spiritual maintenance, outside energy can slip in more easily. So to reinforce it, here's what you're going to do. You are going to visualize a glowing light surrounding your body every single morning when you wake up, just like you brush your teeth. You can even do it while you're brushing your teeth, right? So this gold, this white light, or even violet, these are all great colors for protection. And you will imagine that every single morning. You can also use energy clearing techniques. So you could do smoke cleansing with herbs like rosemary, cedar, mugwort, whatever's native to you, whatever you feel aligned with, or bathing in salt water. As an empath, if I go out in public and there's lots of people, I get home and I need a bath. Like, it's not just like being clean, but like my energy, I need to bathe in salt water. It cleanses me and it re-energizes me. If you're an empath, you can probably relate to that too. So bathing in salt water, this can help to remove any stagnant energy as well. Another essential tool is actually shielding your energy. So energetic shielding. So this is where you actively create a psychic barrier around yourself. And again, a simple way to do this is through visualization. So you're going to imagine this shield, and it could be a shield of fire. It could be a shield of mirrors. It could be a sphere of unbreakable light that is around you. And if you want to take this even further, you could charge a piece of jewelry or a crystal like black tourmaline or obsidian, and you could charge it to hold the protective energy for you. We go much deeper into this in our shamanic witchcraft course. If you want to learn more about this, do comment below and I can share some info with you. But let's move on to active defense now. So what to do if you're already under attack? So the first step is recognizing that psychic attacks thrive on low vibrational energy. So fear, disempowerment, uncertainty. The moment you take control of your energy, the attack will start to lose its grip on you. And one of the fastest ways that you can break a psychic attack is by cutting energetic cords. So when somebody is sending you negative energy, whether that's consciously or unconsciously, it often creates this psychic tether between you. So to sever this tether, close your eyes, take a deep breath, ground yourself, center your energy, and visualize these cords as threads that are connecting you to the source of the attack. Then you can either imagine yourself cutting them with a blade of light or physically making a cutting motion in front of you, and you can state, I don't know, I release all energy that doesn't belong to me. I reclaim my power now. Whatever words feel aligned with you, or no words, whatever works, right? Whatever feels right for you. You can also use a physical tool like a ritual dagger, an athame, even scissors. You could even use your hand to reinforce the action, right? You can also cord cut using crystals as well. I like to use obsidian arrowheads or black tourmaline. And I also love to comb my aura with selenite as well. It's kind of like a lint brush. I live with 3 cats, so we get through lots of lint brushes in this house. It's kind of like that, brushing through your aura with a selenite wand or just a piece of selenite. When it comes to cord cutting, I've actually created a full cord cutting kit. It includes a full moon ritual, a guided meditation, and it also includes a cord cutting workbook as well. It is really powerful and it's completely free. So if you want access to it, just click on the link below and it's yours. Another powerful way to defend yourself is to return the energy to its source. So this doesn't mean attacking somebody back, right? It means neutralizing the energy and sending it away so it no longer affects you. And a simple way to do this is to visualize, again, a mirror surrounding your body, and it reflects back all negative energy away from you and beyond. So you could also, as well, if you wanted to include some words in this, you could say something like, I return this energy to its source, transmute it into light. It no longer has power over me. If you prefer using tools, you could perform a spell using a black candle with the intention of dissolving and returning unwanted energy. This can be extremely effective. I also like to make mirror boxes. Again, something else that we cover in my beginner's witchcraft course. If you want to know more, let me know. And for more severe or ongoing psychic attacks, banishing rituals can really help to clear any persistent negativity. So this could be, I don't know, something as simple as throwing salt at your front door while saying some kind of protective incantation, or you could do a full ritual with fire and sound or movement to drive away any unwanted energy. And if your space, if your house feels like it's been affected as well, you could do a full house cleanse using smoke or sound or salt. I'm really feeling sound at the moment. I've got an altar bell that I use, and it is beautiful for just breaking up any kind of stagnant energy. And finally, mental and emotional resilience is your strongest shield. The more grounded you are, the more clear and confident you are in your own personal power, the harder it is going to be for anything to attach to you. Psychic attacks often latch onto insecurity and fear and self-doubt. So the stronger your sense of self, the less influence external forces are going to have over you. That means regular grounding. Again, make it part of your morning routine, make it part of your evening routine. Self-check-ins, keeping your energy balanced through rituals or meditation or whatever spiritual practice works for you. For me, it's getting out in nature. I need to do that regularly for me to be in a good energetic space. Psychic attacks can feel overwhelming, but you are never powerless, right? The key is awareness, boundaries, and knowing how to reclaim your own energy. And once you understand that, nothing can really control you. Psychic attacks are real, but they don't have to control you, right? So when you understand how energy works, how it moves, how it connects, how it can be influenced, you can take back your power. And whether the attack is intentional or unintentional, the key to stopping is awareness, protection, and of course, strong energetic boundaries. So now I want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced a psychic attack? What were the signs? How did you deal with it? Let me know in the comments below. I would absolutely love to hear. I love hearing from you. I love hearing about your experiences. I love your insights. It might help somebody else as well who's going through the same things. So please do share in the comments below. And if you're ready to clear toxic energy and sever those unwanted energetic ties, again, cord cutting alchemy kit. This is a really powerful bundle. It includes full moon ritual, a guided meditation, and a workbook to help you to break free from any energy drains, past connections, and any kind of lingering attachments. It's completely free and you can grab it right now using the link in the description. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do, right? Don't forget to give it a like, thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on my next video. So until next time, beautiful people, may your energy stay strong, your boundaries stay firm, and your magic be untouchable. I'll see you in the next video. Stay cool, won't you? Lots of love.